Josh, heading into Saturday's championship race, we were just talking about the training this week. You mentioned that right now the team's working on maintaining after their GNAC championships. Is that correct?
Yes, just more or less kind of keep the fitness that we gained throughout the rest of the season and to actually recover and get into our championship racing fitness that we have. So that's pretty much what we're working on right now.
So you run an 8K at the GNAC championships, and then you have to change that and run a 10K for the regional. Is there a really big difference in strategy or in training? I mean, I know you have to do it, but
The thing we were working towards all year long has been the 10K, so most of our workouts were geared towards running 10Ks and running the longer distances. So it's not changing too much. I feel that myself and most of the team probably feels the same way, as we're more prepared for the 10K. So I don't think it'll be a big transition to run the 10K. I think we'll actually perform better than we did in our 8K at conference.
and a lot of the runners, as opposed to the women's team, did actually run the championships 2 years ago. Do you think that's going to be helpful? Even though most of the team's been on the course now, you haven't had as many runners as you did 2 years ago.
I think, no matter what, experience helps with a lot of things. So I think that'll aid in us doing a little bit better, but also getting the team ready. I think that'll also help, and kind of telling them, hey, this is the trouble spots, here are some of the spots that you need to think about, and help guide the younger runners to do their best as well.
And what are you telling the team? What is kind of the overall goals that you're reaching for on Saturday?
As a team, no matter what, the top 5 is kind of where we really want to go. I mean, that's where we punch our ticket to go to nationals. So obviously that's our high-end goal. As far as personal goes across the board, I've talked to most of the guys, and they're saying, let's go shoot for PRs across the board. A lot of not a lot, I would say Ron, he's obviously a freshman, so he's PR'd, will be at the regionals. And then across the board, it's just shoot for PRs.
And as a senior, how do you feel going into this race, the course at Amond Park? You've been in this program now 5 years, redshirted last season. What are your thoughts and feelings heading into this race?
I guess I could say that it's going to be fun overall, and being this is my kind of last go-around, I do want to do really well at cross, but it's also exciting to see some of those younger runners at the 10K distance and see what they can do. I mean, they're the future of the program, so it's just a lot of excitement on a lot of fronts. So it's just going to be fun overall.
And is it fun being the host to kind of showcase the course, the team, the school?
Yeah, it is. It's exciting. It's not only convenient for us, but it's also, hey, we get to show them what we do up here, where we race, how we train, or I shouldn't say how, we should say where we train, and just be really good representatives of the conference and our school. So I got the kind of the luck of the draw to get twice at this, and it's even more exciting the second time around.
So, Jorey, we were just talking about how exciting this event's going to be and how your team's been looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, for cross country, you kind of train through a lot of other meets, and you don't really peak for much. But regionals is kind of the event we're looking forward to all year and training towards. Everything's kind of focused on this race. So, we've been building for this one for a long time. So it's time to actually go out there and run. It'll be a lot of fun.
And you're local, so you've been in the town a long time, and you've been out to that course, I'm sure, for many events. But I bet it's pretty special to be on it for a West Region event.
Oh yeah, it's totally different. I mean, you get the teams from all over the region coming to Billings instead of having to go there. It's just nice to sleep in your own bed, and it's cool to show off Billings a little bit, and just show them where we would run, and it'll be nice being prepared for this course, and so it'll be good.
So some pride for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah,
on the men's team.
Hopefully, that's always a good thing to have, So.
And I know we've talked about it before, but training for a 10K, I know that you've been gearing up for that all season.
Yeah, we put in a lot of miles, and we generally consider ourselves a 10K team, so we put in a lot of miles throughout the year, and hopefully that base we build in the summer and the early parts of the season pays off now, and we've usually done better in the 10K, and I don't expect that to be any different now. So hopefully that's the case.
And how's everybody on the team feeling this week?
I think pretty good. We've been resting for a while. We're getting tapered down. I'm feeling good. So and I think everybody else is really dropping off the mile. So it's kind of weird, feeling fresh legs for once. And so yeah, it should pay off.
And is it any different that you haven't seen a lot of these teams this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's always, it would be nice to see these people from the region more often. We got to see, San Francisco State and, teams like that for the course preview. And then we saw our conference just, a couple weeks ago. But, I mean, a lot of these teams, you don't see till regionals. But, I mean, you just go out there and run your own race. We know where we want to be. And so it's not too big of a deal. But.
And what kind of results would you like to see for the team and for yourself?
For the team, first we want to definitely improve on last year. That's always kind of a goal. And we want to be up there with those teams that beat us at conference. So Western Oregon, we want to move up there. We consider ourselves more of a 10K team, so we're kind of looking to get with them and just see where we end up. I mean, just move up as far as we can, improve on that 10th place from last year, and maybe all the way up to the 5 spot, which is Nats. But we'll see what we can do.
Definitely some improvement this year. I mean, you had some younger players that are filling in those last few scoring spots. Talk about that and how everybody's doing right now.
Yeah, people have really stepped up. I mean, you lose somebody like Bob, and it's different. You got to replace that. We've got more of a. We don't have somebody way up there as much this year, but we have more people, a little tighter pack, and we're closer together, which is good for the team. And so we've kind of been working. More. It's more of a team, pack approach, just because it has to be. So.
And talk about that maybe finally, the Yellow Jacket team and how everybody wants to work together for this final event.
Yeah, I mean, it's, like I said earlier, it's kind of what we've been working to all year, and, it's what everybody, we care a lot about it, and everybody wants to do their best in front of the home crowd, and so